Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are continuing with Band of Brothers. We're starting here with episode 9. And last episode was very interesting. Every episode of this show has given us a unique perspective on the war. And, you know, we've seen it from a medic's perspective. We've seen it from the replacements perspective. In the last episode, it was interesting because we had two characters in Jones and Webster who kind of came in here. One who had just graduated from West Point, which you guys let us know in the comments that he was able to have a higher rank because he graduated from there. And Webster, who had kind of been gone for a while because of an injury he sustained earlier. But the rest of the guys in Easy Company really didn't think of him as like kind of a part of the group again until they kind of went through like the ringer again. But I feel like the biggest thing that happened from the last episode was the fact that we had to go on these kind of missions that didn't really have like a point because we're just capturing a few extra POWs. Mm-hmm. And as the war was kind of winding down, it didn't feel like it was even necessary.
I've heard that these last two episodes are crazy. I don't really fully know what that means, but that definitely makes me excited. Honestly, I can't imagine that they would be a letdown because this entire show has been amazing.
It's really good, yeah. I feel like kind of what I just said a second ago, the uniqueness of it all is what I've gravitated towards the most because it isn't just kind of like, okay, we follow one particular character and see him all the way through the end. We've had an ensemble here, and we've kind of visited with had some other guys over here that didn't seem like they were going to be a bigger part, and then they took a little bit of a role and they had like their moment to shine in these episodes. And I really like how they kind of tease everything at the beginning of the episodes with the actual people who have to experience it all.
Well, but there was something in there that, you know, hey, that was a kid. Most of them were kids. We all were kids.
Oh, I mean, they were all like 18, 19, 20.
Yeah. I think we thought that the Germans were probably the evilest people in the world. As the war went along, we found out also that it wasn't the Germans.
A lot of those soldiers, I've thought about this often. That man and I might have been good friends. We might.
Oh my gosh, to hear them say that, you know?
I'm already anticipating what we're going to see in this episode.
Been good friends.
Whoa. In the ruin, like, is this their town that's just destroyed? Oh my gosh. A month earlier, whoa. Struzelberg.
I'll shoot it.
We stealing chickens?
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Guten Tag.
This reminds me of All Quiet on the Western.
I know.
But we know how that went.
Yeah, that did not work out well.
Hey.
Wait, Fräulein, come back. But that must be scary from their perspective to walk into your like farmhouse and the enemy soldiers there.
Huh? You like that? Like chocolate too?
Eliza, why don't you
Are you feeding chocolate to the cow?
Frank, why don't you just leave me alone, okay?
Oh,
You don't like chocolate?
I was like, why are you talking to the cow about chocolate?
Camel?
I feel like she is terrified right now.
Yeah, just like
Frank,
leave me alone,
please. Why don't you
please.
go make your omelet?
She's just trying to milk the cows and do her chores.
2 packs. You give it to your friends or something. Why don't you come sit down? Want to sit down? Yeah.
Can't tell if he's trying to calm her down or because he hasn't really seen a woman in, you know, probably a long time. Nixon.
Hey, Captain Nixon?
Seriously driving by.
What the hell's he doing in his harness?
I don't know.
Oh, are they?
Jumped into Berlin. The war's over.
Yeah, huh?
Are they gonna
What
like
happened?
jump?
I mean-
Fräulein?
No dice. She smacked me in the mouth.
Oh, shit. Is that Tom Hardy?
Is it?
Is it? I think that is.
So young. It is.
Yeah, what
Oh
the
my-
fuck?
he
There are
looks like
so
a
many
baby.
cameos in this show. It's ridiculous.
I feel like it was weird to call him a baby in that moment. Sorry.
Not the show I should be laughing at,
Sorry.
but that was like a funny thing to say. Yeah. I feel like the fact that you said that after the fact was even more funny than what you said in the moment.
You can kind of tell like it's dwindling, like, or I guess just in the area they're in, like, you know, it's not like earlier episodes.
I don't think it's over
No,
though.
but it's like, but it could just be where they are.
Yeah. But I remember earlier in this show where, you know, there were bombs and mortars hitting while they were just standing there.
But maybe they're also not like on the front line, so.
Morning, sir.
Morning. You got a box all this stuff will fit into?
Yes, sir.
Was that the one scene Tom Hardy was in?
I'm thinking about like how the like, you know, hiring process for that worked.
Yeah.
It's like, we need you to have sex for a minute.
Yeah.
Not even.
Finders keepers.
Oh my gosh, don't say home and focus on someone's face. I don't know,
You're
you know.
anticipating
it's just,
the worst, yeah. I mean, it's not like the war's over and we're like a month ago, you know?
Yeah.
Are we gonna get a Nixon Central episode? I feel like we need one, right? He's always kind of been there and we've never really focused on him that much.
No, congratulations. You're probably the only man in the 101st with 3 combat stars over his jump wings.
Not bad for someone who's never fired his weapon in combat, huh?
Really?
Has he?
Had the same response.
Really?
Not even with all the action we've seen?
Now I feel like he's gonna have to fire it.
The rest of the boys?
Oh, they blew up over Germany somewhere.
Oh my
Boom.
gosh.
Well, tough situation.
Oh, yeah, the boys. Yeah, it's terrible. Oh, well, it wasn't me.
Just holding it in,
Also lost their CO, so...
internalizing it.
Guess who gets to write all the letters home?
Oh yeah, that's why he's drinking so much and... Oh my gosh. But the sad thing is, like, the stuff happens, you know, so much all the time.
And Howley's the good colonel.
Concerned? Still drinking nothing but the VAT 69, huh?
What is VAT 69? I've never heard of that.
What do you think I should write to these parents, Dick?
Couldn't even imagine.
I don't know how to tell them their kids never even made it out of the goddamn plane.
You tell them what you always tell them. Our sons died as heroes.
You really still believe that?
Yikes.
He's really going through it.
Yeah.
Sure that you'll all be happy to know Oklahoma's still playing on Broadway.
Hey, Oklahoma, where no we come, baby, down the plane.
Patrick O'Keefe. My friends call me Patty.
He was the one that was singing earlier, right?
I think so, yeah. He's just like so gung-ho.
Do you understand that this is the best part of fucking war I've seen? I got hot chow, hot showers, warm bed. Germany is almost as good as being home.
Yeah, you know, they're in a really good spot right now compared to where they've been. Like, yeah, it was harsh, but they've been through some shit. Like, you know,
Being apologized.
really bad.
When you ship out? A few weeks ago? Yeah.
Oh, he's so new. That's why.
It's been 2 years since I seen home.
They're just all like hardened by the war.
Yeah. Sees the liquor. And break in? Oh my gosh. It's a drugstore? They didn't have alcohol. Broke that man's window for nothing.
I'm having some trouble finding some whiskey. Whiskey? Yeah, particular brand of whiskey.
VAT 69.
At 69.
Which unfortunately would be like such a meme today.
Bacon's are kind of slim here.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Even if I do
I'm gonna have to look that up. I've never heard of that brand.
Ain't gonna be cheap.
Yeah, I wonder if it's still in existence.
Or if it's like expensive to find like a super old like antique bottle.
300,000 Krauts just surrendered.
300?
Yeah, we're moving out in an hour. 1 hour? Yeah.
He even sounds like a kid here.
He just looks so
His
young.
voice is like so deep now.
As he's like, we are Venom. I just totally did not expect him.
Yeah.
Of all the people.
I mean, so many freaking people.
I mean, I didn't expect Jimmy Fallon more.
Yeah.
So.
Michael Fassbender, freaking, who else was in here? Simon Pegg, a lot of people.
James McAvoy.
James McAvoy, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Over a
Oh,
letter?
damn, fuck.
He's taking everything.
What? While you're here at war?
He's taking the house.
Oh my
Taking the kid.
gosh.
He's taking the dog. It's not even her dog. It's my dog. He's
That
taking
sucks. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
What a horrible, like, news. I mean,
Yeah, I know.
I just feel like that was a horrible thing to send in a letter as he's at war.
I know.
Couldn't wait till he got back. Oh, I thought it was Glory Glory. I was like, whoa, I want to do a gory. No, okay. Well, I was like about to go all out.
This is the remix.
Oh my gosh. This is their like airborne remix. That's actually really depressing if you think of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Well, figured that. Hey, you know what? You're right. Should have fucked what?
How come like a majority of them had like a New York accent? Have you noticed? I guess New York would have had a pretty big population at this time, right? Like the big cities bigger than nowadays, I think.
Yeah.
Because, you know, people didn't really live as much in the middle America as much.
Dick Tracy, Flash Gordon mostly.
Flash Gordon. That was around in the 40s? Was it like a comic?
Maybe. I know it was a movie from the 80s.
I know there was Betty Boop. I like Betty Boop.
She's got 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Asher, you hear this? This guy says he ain't a Nazi. How are you in all of Germany? I've never met one Nazi yet.
You're only gonna be here one night. You've got 4 minutes.
I see how, like, you know, so at least some of them are treating them like thinking that they're all just Nazis.
Yeah.
That's right. You stupid crab bastards. That's right.
They're really like, starting to. You can kind of tell, like.
Oh, they're gonna. Damn.
Oh, I didn't realize that was gonna happen. I thought like they were gonna be prisoners.
And he's seeing it for the first time.
Yeah. And to them, it's just all.
Yeah. Like, that shit's already happened before here.
Yeah. My mind always goes back to the cigarettes scene.
Which was crazy because that guy was from America too.
Yeah.
It was just like his lineage was from Germany, so.
Why the hell are you so jumpy, boy?
I'm not jumpy.
Yeah. Can hear your heart pounding in Arkansas, boy.
Jesus Christ, give the kid a break, Bull.
Hey, Bull was nice to the other replacements the first time, so.
I feel like of all of them, he's been actually the kindest.
Bastone.
We got warm grub in our bellies. And the trees aren't fucking exploding from crowd artillery, but yeah.
Bastone was
Other than that,
insane.
it's a lot like Bastone.
Right?
Gosh.
Bull, smack him for me, please. Thank you.
Was he saying that just because of the trees? Because they're in like a wooded area?
Hello?
He's also said he hasn't had to use his firearm, so I wonder if that's going to come into play. It's funny that it has to be that specific whiskey.
Oh, is that who lived here?
Oh, that's her. Awkward. Is it going to be O'Keefe? I'm staring at something. At the smoke?
Whoa.
What happened?
What happened and why are we running back?
Come on, can you see any of the officers?
Yeah, Major Winters is right in there. You all right?
Tell us what's going on, man.
We found something. Oh, we're on a patrol. And,
What's it?
What? Frank, what is it?
I don't know, sir.
Don't tell me it's what Is it a concentration camp?
Oh my
gosh. That's what I was thinking of oh my gosh. You know, I was wondering if we were gonna see that side of it, but like I feel like we had to, you know, it was a big part of it. Oh my gosh. So did they not know like this was happening?
Or maybe they just didn't encounter it because they were always like in the battles, you know?
Yeah. Because I know a lot of these camps got liberated by like the U.S. soldiers and like the Allies.
Open it up, sir.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I wonder if it just like this camp got abandoned.
Isn't this episode called like Why We Fight? And
Yeah.
it's like, you know, take you back to like the root of it all, like.
Aw. Oh my gosh.
People need care. Give them water and any spare rations you might have. Grab me some blankets, quick.
Oh my god.
Like the ones on the ground.
Damn. Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Here, take some water. Jesus, Webb, can you believe this place? No.
It does look like it was just like abandoned, doesn't it? Like, and they couldn't get out.
Oh my gosh. They're just so grateful and like they're just, oh my gosh, it's like.
Die Wachen haben das Lager heute Morgen verlassen.
You said the guards left this morning, sir.
Okay.
Aber einige verließen.
Langsam bitte, langsam.
Zuvor verbrannten sie noch einige der Baracken.
They burned some of the huts first.
Oh.
Will you ask him what kind of camp this is? Why are they here?
Oh, so they didn't know.
He says it's a work camp for Wunstern. I'm not sure what the word means, sir. Unwanted.
Beamte, Bauern,
musicians,
Schreiber, Schneider,
tailors, clerks, farmers, intellectuals, I mean normal people.
Juden.
Oh, that means Jew. I learned that in Saving Private Ryan.
Polen, Zigeuner,
Poles and gypsies.
Leave God.
The women's camp is at the next railroad stop.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, and he just got here, so like
can't.
I mean, honestly, none of them have actually seen it like this, but
he's like hasn't even really experienced like any
death,
sort of
yeah.
Gosh.
Sind Sie wahnsinnig? Was machen Sie da?
Bread and cheese.
Bringen Sie das sofort wieder zurück!
Is he like getting mad at them?
Sie sollen das sofort wieder zurückbringen! Das soll das Brot augenblicklich wieder zurückgehen! Sie sollen das sofort wieder zurückbringen!
Did anyone explain it to me?
Oh, calm down. He's just a baker.
He probably just doesn't understand why you're all taking his, you know.
Yeah.
How about a human being? Are you one of those? Or are you gonna tell me that you never smelled the fucking stench?
That's not Webb. He says he doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
Sergeant Tower, this is chaos. There's plenty to go around, please.
I mean, they're starving.
Yeah.
This Dr. Kent, the regimental surgeon. Now, Doc, you tell Major Winters, Captain Nixon, what you just told me.
Yes, sir. We need to stop giving these men food right now.
What?
We give them too
Oh
much
yeah,
to eat
okay. I was like, I thought that was a different reason.
we can find a place for them in town.
You want us to lock these
I don't
people
feel
back
like
up?
that seems...
Otherwise, they might scatter. We need to keep them centralized so we can supervise their food intake and medical treatment. So, until we find some place better.
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, I mean...
That's a tough decision to make, but that's, you know, sucks to have to go back in there.
I know. Like, there's so many dead bodies here, too, so it's like they're just going to be living here?
These prisoners have to be put back in the camp immediately. Let the men know.
Gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Sie müssen wieder ins Lager so.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, of course they would be.
They
like,
don't, yeah,
they'd probably rather, like, be out in the woods right there by it, like, There wasn't any other solution?
Oh. They thought they were done with this. Like, they're just, like, lucky to be alive right now, and...
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they're gonna have a hell of an education tomorrow. General Taylor declared martial law about an hour ago. Ordered every able-bodied German in town aged 14 to 80 to start burying the bodies. That'll begin in the morning.
Wow, to 80. It feels kind of old, but, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna have to come see it. What y'all didn't know about, allegedly.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't really know. Like,
Yeah, they might not have.
was that the woman in the house? Like the picture?
I think it was, right?
I think so, yeah. I honestly can't even tell what's going through our head right now. Like, with that look with him. Are we back to, like, the first scene? Yeah.
That explains the scene. Oh my gosh.
Hitler's dead.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
Shot himself in Berlin.
So this was the end of it.
Is the war over, sir?
No.
Almost the end. Pretty sure it ended shortly after.
I just thought about it. The woman that he saw, I think her husband was like an officer, so he was definitely a part of it. Because I'm pretty sure he had like the Nazi like symbol on his like uniform as well.
I guess the question is like, did she know about it? Did she not? Did she even have a say if she knew about it? You know, like. Dang. Gosh, 5 million and 6 million.
This episode was rough. I feel like there's no other way about it. And, you know, to kind of like tie it all back here in the penultimate episode with why we fight. You know, we were kind of questioning it at the beginning, like what was going to happen. I kept anticipating, okay, we're going to see like, you know, Germans who are probably soldiers who were maybe just following orders, and we're going to kind of see like, okay, well, they were just kind of enlisted or forced into the military as well too. But I think we saw it from the perspective of like the soldiers, how like, you know, let's say the baker, you know, he assumed, well, one of the soldiers assumed that he was a Nazi, but he probably didn't know about it. And there's to some extent that was true, I'm assuming, but it's kind of hard for me to know because I don't know the exact context of like, you know, the proximity to the towns, if it was just the military per se or what. But like I said, this episode was probably the most difficult we've had to get through. And we've seen a lot of like brutality, but not like this.
Yeah, I feel like it kind of did bring you back to like, you know, like
why the war begun.
why it happened and why they had to go through everything that they did. And yeah, and like even the fact that they were seeing it all for the first time, like I'm pretty sure that actually happened. Probably. Like, I mean, I don't think it was public knowledge that these camps existed. Like, they stumbled upon them and were like, oh my gosh, you know. That does make me wonder what the last episode is going to be. I feel like, you know, now that Hitler is dead, like, is it going to be kind of the, like, almost like
a wrap
the
up
remnants? Are we going to have, like, a flash forward? That would be maybe kind of cool, like, to see where they all ended up, if that's the case, or, like, what's going to happen. I mean, this show has been pretty based on people, like, real people.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm just curious to see how their story in this show ended, and I'm hoping that most of them had, you know, went home.
Yeah, up to this point, the people who are still here with us.
So.
I feel like it probably, I mean, they're still on the move, but I don't know the timeline. Like you said, you thought it was you were pretty sure that the war ended close to when
But
Hitler...
also, like, close, I mean, could mean months.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really know.
So I don't really know either. So this show has actually been really good for me because I feel like it's giving me not just like the knowledge of like World War II, but it kind of makes me want to do my own research to kind of look in and fill in like the gaps and whatnot as well too, which I definitely plan on doing after we finish the series. Points. Austria.
Yeah, I heard reports about a red-headed Eskimo. Thought I'd check it out.
Come to join me for a morning swim?
Nixon looks rough. I guess like having your wife tell you gonna divorce you, like do that to you, and take the dog.
Ran into the regimental photographer.
Picture?
Said he had all these photographs of the 506.
Oh.
Going all the way back to Toccoa.
Wow.
I traded them for a couple of Lugers.
Lugers.
When they join.
Aww.
Well, it's funny you should mention it, because I had a meeting with Colonel Sink.
Really?
Stay in the military?
Yeah. Yeah, discussed the possibility of staying.
Mm.
Wow.
In the Army?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a career.
What'd you say?
Said I'd think about it.
Oh, so it was him asking Winters. Okay, I thought it was Winters asking him.
There's a company in Nixon, New Jersey. It's called Nixon Nitration Works.
That sounds picturesque.
Yeah, well...
Is that your family's?
Oddly enough, I know the owners.
I mean, it's your
Probably
name.
gonna expect me to make something of myself. I thought maybe I'd drag you with me.
Aww.
Go work with Nixon.
Are you offering me a job?
I want him to do it.
Yeah, just think about it.
I don't know why, based on just like seeing all his quotes though before, makes me feel like he probably stayed, you know,
Yeah.
it was like a prominent figure.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, he could have just talked about it after the fact, but
Yeah.
I don't know, it just feels like he probably went on to...
Continue.
Yeah.
Winters has been my favorite character this entire series.
Although Hitler was dead, he had apparently ordered the SS to make it their last stand from which to mount a guerrilla resistance against the Allied advance. The first step was blocking the roads.
Oh my goodness.
They're asleep. They're just trying different things. Oh my gosh, they're gonna hit that with a friggin' bazooka. All the grenades.
He told me he was first into Paris, and by God, he wanted to be first into Berchtesgaden.
Did that do anything?
One easy company in the lead, had the men assembled down on the Autobahn. Yes, sir.
The Autobahn. Didn't Hitler make the Autobahn? Or was like part of like its responsibility for, not part of his responsibility, didn't he oversee it or something along those lines?
Something like that. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
I think Volkswagen too, but I feel like
I just know like Autobahn and Hitler, like for me, something was clicking. I feel like I've read something at some point that he was at least partially responsible for that.
That's because this is the one town you can't deny being a true Nazi.
What do you mean?
Well, you have to be to live here. We need to find some place we can put the colonel. How about right there?
Yeah. Because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. You were the higher-ups. Wow. So this was it, right? Oh my gosh.
He just like mean mugged the shit out of that bust.
Wow.
They did not expect them to be here.
Guess not.
Kitty would love this. How many brides get a wedding present from Hitler?
Oh my gosh, I would not want Hitler's knives.
I know.
You want to take half? I can't carry all this.
Is he actually? He's like, I'll take a knife or two.
Wouldn't want that to happen.
He's taking the knives.
I don't even think about it.
There's plenty to go around.
I don't know, just pick something else of Hitler's, I guess.
Harry, have F Company put a double guard on the hotel, set up roadblocks on the west side of town. I want Battalion HQ, seal off the north side and prepare for prisoners.
Sergeant Grant.
And Harry, nobody gets hurt, not now.
I'm starting to get worried. What if Winters doesn't even survive this? Because I don't know.
Easy, you'll head up the mountain through the Ober-Salzburg.
It's weird because I feel like people, like the history buffs, would know that and anticipate what's coming, but I don't.
The Eagle's Nest was a surprise birthday present for Hitler, built with Nazi party money. A mountaintop stone retreat.
Oh, whoa.
8,000 feet up, accessible by a gold-plated elevator.
I didn't know anything about this.
It was one of the crown jewels of his empire.
What the heck?
And the man was afraid of heights.
Okay. So did he go up there? So that's the Eagle's Nest they kept talking about. I was like, you know, thought it was like metaphorical or something. I want to see the elevator.
I doubt they'll show it. I'm more worried they're going to run into some people still. Oh, they killed themselves.
That was like, oh my gosh.
I thought about it and then I read the bottom where it said cork popping.
Be careful with that.
No, goddamn it, listen. Hitler, no.
Crazy that they're just like in this place,
Yeah.
you know, where everything happened.
You ready for it? Listen up. German army surrendered.
It's like
can't
it's a
believe
state of
it.
shock
Yeah.
because I'm sure they knew the end was in sight, but it's one thing to know it's over.
Yeah, like they surrendered. I mean, you're in Hitler's like house.
They're drinking his champagne. Nixon. Oh my gosh, such a different vibe from earlier in the season when you're just like could be driving as like mortars were just hitting and stuff. Nixon looks like
cool.
I was gonna say he looks like he belongs in Top Gun right now.
Pulling his glasses.
Oh, what do they see? It's a shocked face.
Cellar?
Oh, alcohol?
Like a wine cellar?
Yeah.
10,000 bottles of the world's
Whoa.
finest liquor, wine, and champagne.
Oh, did they have his
LPG
like
company
his?
marked the day the war in Europe came to an end.
What's the one that Nixon likes? Maybe they have his.
Take what you want and have each company take a truckload.
Wow. I mean, it's just liquor, but
It's like the finest bottles though,
Oh,
so
no.
and probably expensive stuff.
Victory in Europe.
he's gonna go find his bottle.
Happy VE Day.
I feel like this episode feels like a breath of fresh air.
It's like paradise, to be honest. Like, could you imagine just having a house right there on that land,
I know.
right next to that body of water, and being able to wake up to that every day? It's like, what's that place we want to visit in Switzerland?
Lauterbrunnen?
Yeah,
Aren't those all the German soldiers?
I think so, yeah. Lauterbrunnen, though, look that up if you don't know what that is, because it looks like something out of, like...
Fairy tale.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder what will happen to us, to people like you and me, when there are finally no more wars to occupy us.
Have all your men collect the weapons, deposit them at the church, the school, and at the airfield.
Very well.
Just to be talking to them, you know, just like that. You know?
Please accept this as my formal surrender, Major.
Wow.
It is better than to lay it on the desk of a clerk.
You may keep your sidearm, Colonel.
Oh.
Almost like a show of like good faith, I guess.
I
Like
guess so, yeah.
it's like trusting your word, probably.
I feel like there's like a thing, you know, with like rank, you know, even if it's like on
Yeah.
opposing sides.
I mean, they did surrender, so it's... There's no reason to fight anymore. Why would you, you know?
Is it weird that a part of me is still nervous something's gonna happen? Like, it's calm. I like it, but... Is this what they were showing people in America?
They're talking about, like, Pearl Harbor
Gotcha.
and...
So, when are we going? We don't have a date yet.
Oh.
We can tell the men right away.
Some of them will have enough points to go home instead.
Points, that's the name of the episode.
I think most of us here will have enough.
So you have to have points to go home?
I guess so. I don't really know how that works.
That means daily close order drills. That means troop reviews. But above all, it means physical training. Get your NCOs on it.
I wonder if that was a promo for the Pacific.
Maybe, yeah. So I feel like Winters isn't going to New Jersey.
Like, even the vibes of this whole episode is so different.
Who's taking the shot? Anyway? Like, oh, it looks too majestic. Ah, you scared it off. No food.
Oh, god damn it, Shifty.
Maybe it's just like, you, after all this fighting, to shoot something that's not actively, like, at war against you, you know?
Yeah.
It was hard.
How many points you need? 15? 15? Jesus Christ, I thought I had it bad.
How do you get points?
No Purple Hearts, never was injured.
Well, a lot of them did get injured, so they would have.
So you get points through Purple Heart's patent.
On this, the anniversary of D-Day, he has authorized a lottery to send one man home in each company, effective immediately.
Wow.
For Easy Company, the winner is...
Who is it?
Sergeant Daryl C. Powers.
Oh, it was him.
He didn't have the points, so...
General Taylor has also announced that the 101st Airborne Division will definitely be redeployed to the Pacific.
The Pacific.
Beginning tomorrow at 0600 hours.
So are those the ones that didn't have the points? They have to keep on going?
So another war. Well, not another war, but yeah.
The rest of the war. I didn't realize the Pacific's gonna still follow, like, the 101st.
Paperwork's all done. I haven't got my back pay in my pocket. Back home in Virginia, where I just don't rightly know how I'm going to explain all this.
Oh, like everything you've been through? Or like getting to get sent home?
See, I seen.
Yeah, it's about it. Explain everything.
Yeah.
2 days later, Shifty Powers was on a truck headed for the rear in a boat home. Unfortunately, the truck was hit head-on by a drunken corporal from another regiment.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck?
He survived, but had to spend the next few months in a series of hospitals.
Okay, well...
I wish I could say that he was our only casualty in Austria.
Oh my gosh, what are the chances?
You're leaving the men?
They don't need me anymore.
Yeah, he's going to help the ones who do.
So you were given command of the company on D-Day?
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
I remember that.
Wow.
Bastards took your company away.
He was always a part of Easy Company.
Just like all the memories of everything.
Oh, that's when he shot that guy.
Oh, yeah.
I fired my last shots there.
Well, the whole damn war.
Yes, sir.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
You got your
yeah.
best stone without having to fire your weapon.
That is correct, sir.
And you were on the line.
He
the whole
wasn't
time.
really
Yes, sir.
like out front, right?
He was
Can't
commanding.
imagine a tougher test for a leader. Having to sit through a
He almost
like
ran
that.
in, though.
Mm-hmm.
Under those conditions?
Got through it.
Bastogne.
Yeah, I'll never forget Bastogne.
And frankly, I think you men have earned the right to keep you around.
Oh, so he's gonna stay. But I feel like that was like good
Yeah.
for him. Like he needed just to be like, okay, it's okay. You can, you know, relax for a little bit. You've earned it. Because I feel like he just wanted to keep go.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's probably
so
difficult
I would stay in
to.
Austria for the time being, waiting for orders, and trying to watch over soldiers who had no enemy to fight.
Leave, I fucking hate this.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You fingered him.
What?
In the fucking room, Webb. One of those Polacks what was at the slave camp said this is where the guy lives, right here.
Which camp?
What?
under direct orders, and I'm happy to follow it.
I feel like I might be confused. Are you gonna... Okay. Taking that one of the people in the camps got assaulted by the person who lives here?
I think so.
That's kind of like what I'm taking from it, but I felt like I was a little confused for a moment.
Does Major Winters know about this?
Doesn't matter here.
How the fuck it doesn't?
It's not an order. Oh my gosh. He's leaving. It's almost like they still are like trying to find the enemy anywhere. Like they just are restless. I feel like it's gonna shoot him.
I know, I'm just anticipating the gunshot.
Oh!
Not dead though.
Oh my gosh.
Bitch, shoot him.
No.
No, they're not gonna want to.
You can do it, but like, yeah. Who hit him?
The other guy.
Oh.
Wow. But it's like it wasn't your mission anymore.
Yeah.
When do you get out?
The unit is discharged. We leave when my captain gets transferred. It is the end of my second war.
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, it's so funny to see Tom Hardy so skinny.
81.
Oh, he's 4 points away.
Wow.
I have 81 points. It's just not good enough.
How do you get more though at this stage? Like,
I mean, at this point, you have to like go to the Pacific and like get shot or something. Like, I know that's.
I feel like it has to be more than just that, though, right?
Yeah.
Like getting injured.
Let us know in the comments.
Get in. Too bad.
They said there were more casualties.
Oh my gosh. Wait, that might not have been a... Was it bad? Oh, it flipped! I thought they had just swerved.
I forgot like that he had said that earlier, but oh my.
Just from something like that?
He was dead when they brought him in.
Oh my gosh. Just like a little accident.
He's 10 points away.
Young men who wanted to be home with their families by now, who'd served with distinction since before Normandy, were stuck here because they didn't have the points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What they did have plenty of were weapons, alcohol, and too much time on their hands.
Interesting. So they're doing crazy shit like drinking and driving.
It's almost like why not just let them go home? But
I mean, I guess because they need to have them ready to send to Japan if they need them.
Oh, gonorrhea himself.
Garner.
Just landed in Normandy and wound up like I don't know what.
Oh my gosh, I feel like they're gonna get in an accident too. Or they're walking up on an accident.
Was this because he was drinking?
They wouldn't give me any gas.
What the fuck, bro?
Trouts.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I guess I'll just use his Jiva. I don't think he's going to be needing it. Hold on a second,
Oh
right?
my goodness.
Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Who would have, like, I mean, I don't know the history, but, like, damn. Like, seeing all of this happen after this is fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh.
What?
He's not gonna make it.
You can't operate on him?
That is
Man, he got shot in the head.
And even if you had one, I don't think there's any hope.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I didn't think there would be. He saw it, freaking got shot in the head.
Hey, leave. You want to non-com guarding each roadblock and at least 2 men watching every road out of town. Bull, Mulark. You each take a squad of...
It's like these men are just like stuck still in that kind of mindset and they have nothing to...
Well, that's like the interesting part about it is like I feel like we're starting to see also a little bit of like the PTSD when like everything calms down.
And then
that
also
some people will deal
living in the same vicinity as like the people you were fighting not too long ago. It's, gosh.
Come with me.
Why?
Get in the Jeep.
Where are we going?
To the
Is
hospital.
this the
Get in.
brain surgeon?
Jesus. I went ahead.
Is that the guy who shot him?
Somebody's taking a bigger beat, me or him.
Wanna play a different game?
Huh. Same game, just shove him up, you know?
I mean, this is a pretty fucked up situation.
Mm-hmm. One of your own men shot him.
After killing just 2 other people.
It's like for nothing.
Alright, Jerry.
Can we like do it away from them so I don't have to hear it?
Where is it?
How's Grant? Where is he?
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna kill him.
That's him?
That's him. Replacement. Backup.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I know about this. I feel like you should let like the system discipline him.
Yeah,
otherwise you're
gonna
fucked
get
too.
in trouble for this too.
Don't do it, bro. Don't do it.
Did anyone even report it yet?
I don't even fucking know.
Have the MPs take care of this piece of
Okay,
shit.
good. Yeah, that's how it should be.
Grant's dead?
No. Crowd surgeon says he's gonna make it.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Back then he was able to live though.
I imagine, like, you know, he got shot. They need a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
You never know what that could do.
Sure had a lot of pictures of him in it.
So you looked at him, but you didn't take him?
That's right, sir.
I don't believe you.
This is such an interesting episode because you're seeing like them break down.
And it's over. I mean, some of it's not minor, obviously, like what we just saw, but some other things,
Yeah.
it just feels like, you know, they're like restless and don't know what to do.
So it's an airborne exhibition. They have one of every Allied combat plane they've used in the war.
Uh-huh. I mean, yes, sir.
You'll be like a technical advisor and make sure they get everything right.
Oh.
I'm sending people out.
Yeah.
And your driver will drop you off at a hotel of your choice. And I don't think we'll see you back
Just
here
to
anytime
get people to, you know, out.
Right now, down at the airfield, there is a German general who was a little PO'd about having to surrender to Private Babe Heffron from South Philly. Thinks it's beneath his stature.
That's funny.
I thought Second Lieutenant Carwood Lipton from West Virginia could soothe his ruffled feathers.
Oh.
Major, is this the type of job I can expect from now on?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. When we're not sunning ourselves by the lake.
I love Lipton too. Who's the guy who was like...
He's
With
like
your
upset.
permission, I would like to address my men briefly.
That'll be fine, General.
He's like,
It was
handle
beneath
it.
him.
South Philly. Gosh.
Hey, it's so...
Oh, Sobel again.
Captain Sobel?
What have you been doing, Sobel?
Captain Sobel?
Hey,
Hey.
salty.
We salute the rank.
He's a
not the
major
man.
now.
Yeah. Oh. Throw his ass in the kitchen like he put you.
Wow.
Check mode. I don't think people say that anymore.
You fought bravely, proudly for your country.
Ihr seid eine ganz besondere Truppe,
You are a special group.
die ineinander einen Zusammenhalt gefunden hat.
You found in one another a bond.
Are they kind of feeling like
It's
that
like
was like
kind of
them?
applicable to them too.
Held each other in dire moments.
Die den Tod
Yeah.
zusammen gesehen haben und gemeinsam gelitten haben.
We've seen death and suffered together.
Wow.
Like every single one of those statements applies to them.
It's like talking to all of them, Germans and Americans.
Sie alle verdienen ein langes und glückliches Leben in Frieden.
You deserve long and happy lives in peace.
Wow. That was a good speech. Oh, they're playing baseball. Wow.
With that view.
Compton came back to see the company.
Hey.
Oh,
Became a
good.
prosecutor in Los Angeles.
Oh, we're gonna get like a bit of a
Sirhan
recap.
Sirhan in the murder of Robert Kennedy.
Oh.
Oh.
David Webster became a writer for the Saturday Evening Post and Wall Street Journal.
Oh, I'm glad we're knowing all about this.
Okay.
1961, he went out on the ocean alone and was never seen again.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Dang, that was sad.
George Luz became a handyman in Providence, Rhode Island. As a testament to his character, 1,600 people attended his funeral.
Oh, wow.
Dang.
Frank Briccani returned to Chicago and worked a postal route as a mailman.
It's like they just all went on to just live normal lives.
He went into the earth-moving business in Arkansas. He's still there. Alton Moore returned to Wyoming with a unique souvenir. Hitler's personal photo albums. He was killed in a car accident in 1958.
Damn, not that far after.
Carwood Lipton became a glass-making executive in charge of factories all over the world.
Hey.
Harry Welsh. He married Kitty Grogan.
He married Kitty.
Ronald Spears stayed in the Army, served in Korea. In 1958, he retired a lieutenant colonel.
Wow.
Wow.
This morning, President Truman received the unconditional surrender from the Japanese.
Oh.
War's over.
They're not going to the Pacific.
So I guess it was about other people, maybe.
That must be like the best news. It's like we're freaking going home. Finally. All of us.
He was divorced a couple of times. Then in 1956, he married a woman named Grace, and everything came together for him.
Oh, good for you, Nixon.
My friend Lou died in 1995.
What about you,
I
Winters?
took up his job offer and was a personnel manager at the Nixon Nitration Works until I was called back into service in 1950 to train officers and rangers. I chose not to go to Korea. I'd had enough of war.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Little peaceful corner of the world where I still live today.
That makes me happy.
And I do not think of the men I served with who never got to enjoy the world without war.
Aww.
Yeah.
A very unusual.
Is this him?
Is this the...
It's
Winter!
And it's a very unusual bonding.
Oh.
We could depend on each other.
Oh, Lipton!
These
So
are
we're
like the name
saying
reveals
we're
of all the
finally getting
people.
to know who was who. Malarkey. Oh, and it was them the whole time, like narrating for us, basically. Gosh.
Gonorrhea and Joe, yeah, they're the ones who lost their legs. That's gonorrhea.
Sometimes it makes me
cry.
Heroes are the fellas that are still buried over there, and those that come home to be buried.
I love how they did this.
And after the war was over and he came back out.
Oh, Shifty.
He said, from this day to the ending of the world, we in it shall be remembered. We lucky few, we band of brothers.
Aww.
Band of brothers.
Grandpa, were you a hero in the war? Grandpa said no. But I served in a company of heroes.
Wow. This was done so well.
Oh, and then just to kind of get the reveal. I mean, like, you kind of figured it could be them, but you're like, oh, maybe it's just people who are talking about the war.
We didn't know if it was like, you know, some of these characters were made up, but some of the events were kind of like what we experienced, but...
To see it, and like, it was them the whole time kind of like telling us about it, you know?
It was very poetic. It was very well done. This, out of everything, like, kind of war-related, even just movies I'm comparing to, I've never actually seen a war show. I mean, this is up there. I don't feel like it can really be beaten. I mean, who knows? We'll see what else is out there. But it's just the way they incorporated the actual people who were there, and kind of like those little things you talked about that was like the tease into the actual episode about like certain events and whatnot. And we're like, okay, we started to pick up on it by like the second or third episode. Okay, this is what we're about to see. It was very, very well done. I loved it.
Yeah, and to know now that it was them actually like describing, like back when I remember like the Bastogne thing, like specifically when they were talking about it, and just like I feel like if I were to ever go back and like rewatch those parts, it would kind of put it into a different perspective, just like knowing like, oh dang, like they are the ones who went through it.
To get into like this actual episode, it was tragic to see like the internal struggle that these guys had after the war had ended, and to see like all these other people that kept on dying after the fact by accidents, and like what Winter said, it was like alcohol mixed with nothing to do, mixed with guns that they got there. And it was kind of a weird situation because, you know, the people who were your enemies are not your enemies anymore, but you're still living by them. And it's kind of an interesting thing that I never really would have thought about that possibly happened after like the war was concluded.
Another thing I really loved about the series was that it took you through the different perspectives of the different roles and just different people and just kind of like different things that you wouldn't normally see. Like I still remember the medic episode as being like
really
one of my favorites, and just knowing how they all do work as a unit and like how different roles are important. Yeah, I really like that it showed you kind of that real perspective.
Yeah, and also this is kind of not relevant anymore since this is the last episode, but if you know about the point system, let us know in the comments below, because that's just an interesting thing that I didn't really know about. Like that, okay, if I get enough points, I could leave. If that was just something maybe that was for this war, that's still something ongoing, or is it just like in war times? I have no idea. That's completely new to me, but this episode was actually titled Points, which I thought obviously was very fitting. But I just want to stress how cool Winters was, and I love the bromance that him and Nixon had, and it was also really cool to find out, even though like Nixon died in '95, you know, after or before they had filmed, you know, this whole thing in the 2000s, which I don't know how many of those guys are still around because this was 20 years ago, but it was nice to know that they had that relationship that kind of transcended past this. And you know, that whole quote right there with the Band of Brothers, it was just very poetic, like I said.
All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.